Good morning, lad.
What are you doing there?
God grant you health. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking.
It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
I wasn't talking about her, of course. The bride's always the prettiest.
I've been at weddings where that wasn't the case, unfortunately. But I heard it ended in a brawl.
Some idiot even hacked up that captain of ours.
Aye, that's bad. But there's always some rabble running around.
Even more now.
Oh, aye? And how would you know? You hear some story over a tankard of ale and you start off again. If there's anyone who didn't know...
Jesus Christ be praised. Greetings to you, friend.
Look after your charcoal. Don't come around here again.
No personal experience.
Well,
Wedding like.
It was nice.
careful.
lot better here in Frosty.
Heck, hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
I wasn't talking about her, of course. The bride's always the prettiest.
I've been at weddings where that wasn't the case, unfortunately. But I heard it ended in a brawl.
But for sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Whatever worries he has, if a fella treats folks like dirt, it ain't no wonder they get...
I wouldn't put it that way. Nothing escapes my eye.
What was wedding like?
It was nice. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Heck, hope the bride doesn't hear you.
Saw him, but I didn't speak with him.
Did he seem off to you?
All them bookworms seem off to me. Although it's true, he was looking a bit...
That's that.
I'm Henry.
My name's Votava.
What are you here for?
Me? Nothing much. I tried to rob a house near Tahov. I was sleeping in the woods for a week and I wanted to get at least a slice of bread. Only instead of bread, I found a pitcher of mead. So I says to hell with it and I pour the whole lot down my neck. Then I see the farmer has a nice comfy bed with an eider-down quilt. So I had a nap. I slept like a baby, and if the bailiff hadn't come for me, I'd be sleeping there still.
And what can they do to you?
What do I know? I've spent some time in the stocks. That wasn't too bad. It's worse in some places, and now I'll be hauling here for a while, and then I reckon they'll kick my arse out of the gate.
Sounds to me like it's not the first time for you.
My neck has graced half the stocks in Bohemia, and one or two in Moravia too. The worst are the new ones. They've still got splinters sticking out of them, and that ain't pleasant. Once in Rumberg, they had brand new pine stocks. That was fucking awful.
It seems to me you know a thing or two about... well, a thing or two.
Aha! Does it show that much? Well, I'm not much of a one for making an honest living. Never was, actually. What do you need?
I need to get inside the castle, and it's likely I'll encounter some obstacles on the way.
Like locks, eh? I'll give you a piece of advice for nothing. I've kept myself alive stealing crusts of bread from commoners. If you want to rob the nobility, you might as well take a noose along with you for your own neck.
I'm not planning to steal anything. I just need to talk to someone.
Well, that sounds pretty odd. But you're in luck. There's a certain groom at the castle. Kabat, they call him. We did a job together near Yichin. He pretends he don't know me. But I remember him. He might have something for you.
Kabat? All right. I'll try asking him. Do you know how I can slip inside the maiden?
Aye, friend. That's what every fella would like to know.
What? Oh, no, I mean the Maiden Tower. I need something there.
You're a barrel of laughs, eh? Well, I hear there's a nice chapel at the top, but I don't know my way round here much. But if you hang around here long enough and make yourself useful, you can get to all sorts of places. Once in Sternberg, I even got to the Lord's privy, which I was supposed to clean.
I doubt you'd find much of value in a privy, eh?
As it happens, I found a nice book there. Of course, I can't read, but there was some pretty fun pictures in it.
I'll be going.
Sure.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Good to see you, friend.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
Well, it depends. Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one. So go and make 1 horseshoe for the groom, all right?
But a horse has 4.
Aye, but Kabat's missing just 1, and I ain't going to waste more on him.
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
If you're after some leftovers, the kitchen's up top. I don't think there's much there.
Faithful and good
And not a step further.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now? That damn rat. That damn wretch.
This'll take a bit longer.
Stuff your face quick.
It's almost finished.
That fool of a blacksmith.
Christ Jesus, who laid down his life for us, I beg you, and all other souls.
Crucifix. Where's the...
If anything goes missing there, I'll be after you.
The first bell. Another 11 to go. About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait.
Huh? This place is off limits to you. I said surrender. What are you waiting for? Surrender immediately.
I'm off now, aren't I? Someone else.
Enough! I give up!
Felt like doing a bit of robbery, did you? Snooping around on other people's property like that. But now you'll pay a fine. But if we find out there's anything missing, we'll charge you with theft.
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
In that case, the pillory awaits.
To hell with you.
Mad fool.
Come on, then!
Wedding like.
It was nice.
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so.
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time, put some effort into it.
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time...
I heard some interesting things about you.
Oh, yeah? Look here. The last fellow who said that to me ended badly, so think twice before talking.
Take it easy. No need to lose your temper. I'm looking for something. Something that would, so to speak, open doors for me.
I see. That Votava told you about me, eh? I knew he'd be trouble as soon as he turned up here. But I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering... I lost something playing dice and I'd like to have it back. A very nice turquoise rosary.
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
Don't worry. I'll get it for you.
But with no trouble, all right?
Naturally.
It was nice.
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind. Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
Well, I'm about halfway done. Just a bit more, and I'll be done. Now I just have to temper it.
Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith? Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
What's any wedding like?
It was nice.
Oi, Wojtek. Could you stop gabbing and come and help?
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
I ain't seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
I'm Henry.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
Me neither. But all I care about is you giving me a hand. Those sacks won't carry themselves.
I'll just finish what I'm discussing with Magda and I'll be right with you.
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
What uncle?
Wojtek here said he's helping his uncle, Osina the blacksmith.
No, I'm not helping anyone's uncle. This is a punishment, just like with Wojtek here.
A punishment?
Aye, we got into a bit of a fight at Lord Semin's wedding.
What? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Ah, that's not quite how it was.
You wretch.
Oh, thanks. You really are a cunt.
If you want to fight, I'll be happy to oblige. But not here, and not now.
Don't worry, I'll find you.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zherovka Street.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
The second toll for Hans.
So much work.
Fucking thing. What? G'day. Completely useless.
Best of luck. Take care.
Safe travels. Excuse me.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak with the crossroads.
Greetings to you too.
It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer. The only bit of shade, far and wide.
That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade, but because it was pissing down.
All the more reason to leave it be, no?
But the weather had been stormy. One of the branches
Greetings. Do you need something?
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Let's play beggars.
And do you have enough money for it?
I reckon I don't. I actually don't want to play anything. See ya.
Hurry up, get out.
Careful.
Jesus, what a piece of shit.
Excuse me. The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. Good tools is more what I need. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing. The third time. I better get moving. Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. You don't mind building a scaffold for an innocent man?
No, such matters ain't my concern. The lords decide. I just build the scaffold. A fella has to know his place in this world, like my old pa used to say.
I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work, too. God be with you.
God be with you.
Excuse me.
Where did you actually learn?
When I was
Where did you actually learn?
an apprentice.
Come on now.
Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance.
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer.
It seems like you'd be glad to have someone to play with.
Alea jacta non est, my friend. The die has not been cast, and that grieves me. No one wants to play with me, so I'll be quite glad if you join me. And for what shall we play? You don't look too well off.
I heard you have a certain turquoise rosary.
Aye, it belonged to Kabat, although belonged is a strong word.
How do you mean?
Kabat is known for having some peculiar things in his property, if you grasp my meaning.
Let's play for it then.
Certainly, why not? As long as you put up a decent wager against it.
Maybe we better leave it for now. I don't have very much coin at the moment.
As you wish, friend. But if you should change your mind, I'll be glad to play.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is... he now? That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now? That miserable blacksmith. Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
The fourth bell.
Oh, excuse me.
How can I help you?
I'll have a look at the ware.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything back?
This property belongs to someone else.
What about those lots?
Shh!
Let's see what you've got. I'd like to do something about that price.
All right, I'm listening. I'm done haggling with you. Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
I'm sorry.
It seems to me you...
Aha! Does it show that much? What do you need?
I need to get...
Like, I'll give you if you...
I'm not planning...
Well, that sounds... We did...
Ah, right.
See then.
I'll be going.
Sure.
About those
Is it...
Aye.
Are you...
Well, let's just say they didn't guard their camp all that well. All I had to do was wait until nightfall, and...
All right. I don't need to hear the details. At least there's one less thing to worry about. Here's some coin for your trouble. I'm glad I can count on you.
See you later.
So,
Indeed.
well, appearances can deceive.
Heavenly music to my ears, friend.
No problem.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. That's as far as I go. It's yours. If I was you, I'd take it.
The bell's ringing for hands the 5th time.
Well, you're not afraid of anything. Like this. Damn! Shit!
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Ha! My luck is in today. So, another round?
Why not?
That I cannot. Never mind.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
One vagabond isn't the same as another, sir. It can be hard to tell the difference between beggars and us students from Prague, but we have a bit of knowledge.
And what are you doing here? Prague is a long way off.
I'm here to gain experience. Our professors encouraged us to travel the world, but I ran out of coin and things went from bad to worse.
Mm-hmm. And where did you study?
Prague University, of course. So far, I've completed the Septem Artes Liberalis, and I'm getting ready for the Quadrivium.
Oh. Well, my nephew had some difficulties with arithmetic in the Quadrivium.
Oh, I understand. It's a difficult subject, and I'm a bit anxious about it myself. Nevertheless, although I don't have a degree in medicine, I have learned a few things.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
when it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, is the pain like someone stabbing you in the belly, or more like pouring hot oil down your throat?
What kind of question is that? How should I know? No one ever stabbed me in the belly or poured hot oil down my throat. Obviously.
Aha. Good point. Tell me, sir, what about your, let's say nighttime activities?
Well, I'm not married, if you're asking about that.
But that's no obstacle, is it? Although the Holy Scriptures call on us to be chaste, even a saint can sometimes sin.
Not I. I never managed to find the right woman who would, how shall I put it, who would be a good counterpart for me and yet not provoke outrage.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Actually, neither am I.
I'm sorry, sir, but you have all sorts of symptoms. I'd advise you to rest and keep calm.
I tried it, but how am I to keep calm when my stomach is burning, as if I had a hole in it?
Well, unfortunately...
Then go away, would you? A lot of help that was. And...
Well, I was given the job of hauling sacks of charcoal, and now I've nothing to do.
And why are you bothering me with that? Do you think every triviality is my concern?
I never think such a thing, sir. I'm sure you have lots of work and little time. I didn't mean to bother you. It's just that no one else told me what to do, and I don't want to be idle.
Oh, typical. If I don't do it myself, no one will. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't know what to do with you.
I'll be going then.
Be off.
The sixth bell. Half the time is up.
You're not meant to be here.
It was nice. Good food.
Oi!
Can't you?
I ain't. It's.
Oh, I wouldn't.
It'd end up different.
Are you?
Sure, and I'm...
Thanks.
You should thank me for not saying what you're really doing here. And now come and give me a hand.
That's just great.
About?
Is it?
Aye.
Are you?
Well,
All right, at least I'm glad I can.
Take care, friend.
do you...
It's true.
I'd like to...
A kind,
Why?
you know,
Like you.
not
Why did you...
the search.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go. Till we meet again. Till we meet again.
I brought...
That too. And you know
You?
exactly. All right.
I'll be going...
So
I heard...
oh yeah.
Take it...
But I'll tell.
Isn't there...
Well, a very
Who did you lose?
far.
Don't worry.
But with no.
Naturally. You see?
So I'll be
Well,
heaven.
no problem.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. These ones here. Damn it. They're yours, lad.
Ha my lord. So. Very well.
The second toll for Hans.
You can't stand up to this. You don't fight with cards, you... You might as well give up, fucker.
The third toll. I better get moving.
No, you don't. Punishment by the blade. My favorite. Haven't you had enough? Fuck that. If you keep resisting, I've all the...
If anything goes missing there, I'll be after you.
Where's the damn cooks?
I suppose you're waiting here for a bite to eat.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here. Or at least a bit of gruel, for Christ's sake.
I can see if I've got anything to eat on me.
Hey, I need some decent grub, not some mouldy bread.
You might be surprised. Oh, I must have got mixed up.
Well, go and get mixed up somewhere else, beggar.
I'll be going then.
Go. And if you meet the cook, send her here.
Thomas may recover. I beg you.
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's alms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
I ran into him when I was begging along the road, and he gave me a bit of food. I wanted to thank him.
Thomas helped folk a lot, it's true. But you won't be able to do that now. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good, poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
What exactly is wrong with Thomas?
He was badly wounded in a fight. It looked for a while like he wouldn't live to see the dawn, but he got a bit better. Only a few days ago he caught a fever and the Sawbones is away with Lord von Burgo. And that fever ain't letting up.
And the Maiden Tower, which one is that?
You're in Trotsky for the first time, eh? It's that narrow, higher one on the eastern side. We call the second one the Crone. There's some legend about it, but to tell the truth, it never much interested me.
I'll be going. I'll pray for Thomas.
Thanks. Merciful God, grant that our Captain Thomas may recover. I beg you.
How bold of you! You steal something from us, and then you go walking around with it on. That's not happening. Give up.
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces!
Hey! Bad luck.
Come on then! No, you don't.
Go fuck yourself. Punishment by the blade. My favorite.
You want to try me? So here you are. Now. Haven't you had enough? I'll kill you on the spot if you don't yield. You should have yielded. Spray your corpse on the pillory. Show what you're made of. Think I won't touch you to
We're going.
He's waiting to bastard.
Show your stuff.
Wedding like.
It was nice.
Oi,
Can't you?
I ain't.
I'm Henry.
It's.
Oh, I would.
Are you all?
Sure, and I'm sure
Thanks.
you should. And now come. About
Is it?
Aye.
Are you
Well,
All right, at least I'm glad.
Take care, friend.
I heard.
Oh,
Take it easy.
but I'll tell.
Isn't there a
Well, a very
Who did you live?
father.
Don't worry.
But
naturally.
Hey, get your hands out of there!
Stop that! Don't move!
Easy! I surrender!
You're a pickpocket and a lousy one at that.
Take me away.
Now,
Take a look.
yeah, all right.
Settings wedding like.
It was nice.
I heard.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy.
I see, but I'll.
Isn't there
Well, a very
Who did you live?
father.
Don't.
But with no.
Naturally.
It was nice.
Oi,
I ain't.
I'm.
It's.
Oh, I wouldn't.
It is.
Are you all?
Sure, and I'm sure.
I.
Thanks a.
You should. And now come. About.
Is it?
Aye.
Are you?
Well,
All right, at least I'm glad I can.
Take care.
it seems like
Ale, so
I heard.
aye,
How do you mean?
Kaba,
Let's play.
certain.
No problem.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. That's still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones. That'll do me. Roll. Here. Like this. That's as far as I go. It's yours. These ones here. Here. My God! Oh, come on! Damn it!
Oh dear. Well, what's to be done? I hate to part with this rosary. It's a fine thing.
I'll be glad. Kabat stole it anyway, so this will ease your conscience.
I don't know why people always imagine that we clerics take a special interest in our consciences. Anyway, wouldn't you like to bet again? It would be only fair for you to give me a chance to recover my loss.
Sorry, but I'm not going to play for this rosary. In that case, I'll be going.
Well, if you change your mind, come back. I can always find time for dice.
God,
Must you...
sorry to bother.
You know Thomas.
Well, that's a really...
Talk. What do you expect? Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. Them bastards...
Is this the rosary, you mean?
Where did you get that?
Kabat the groom and Father Nicodemus were playing dice for it, but I got it back from them.
I might have known. But you behave like a proper Christian. May I?
Of course.
I'll take it to Thomas's bed. Maybe it'll help him.
Can I go with you? I'd like to pray by his bedside.
Why not? We don't usually allow strangers up there, but after all, you did a good deed. Follow me. The Sawbones was a little reluctant when I told him I wanted to carry Thomas upstairs. The wounded are supposed to lie as close to the chapel as possible. Everyone knows that. Years ago, I heard from a man that something similar happened in Strahlenberg during the Margravate Wars. The Burgrave of the castle was seriously wounded. An enemy rider stuck him with a spear like a pig on a spit and pulled him halfway through the woods. No one thought he'd live to see the morning, but the castle chaplain, Petronel by name, ordered that the Burgrave must be close to the Lord when his hour came. There's this really high tower in Strahlenberg. The locals call it the Trumpet, on account of how it seems to get wide near them. 2 eyes on the road to Krakow when I was escorting Lord von Burgo there. When they took the Burgrave up there, spear and all, on Petronel's orders, the next day they were amazed. The Burgrave made a miraculous recovery. They say an angel descended there at night and pulled the spear out of the Burgrave's wound. Ever since then, they keep the spear on display at the castle. I understand the Sawbones. He didn't want to make it tough for Thomas, because climbing up to the Maiden ain't
The
easy.
second toll for
Only the
hands.
fellas and me figured it was the best thing for him.
My God. Oh, careful.
Over there. Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days, and the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
What actually happened to him?
They were attacked by bandits by the pond. His mare, Arrow, brought him home. He was completely out of it. And little wonder, the way he was hacked up. If the surgeon was here, he'd be in his care. Some of his wounds have healed, but now he has a fever. He's been bedridden for 3 days.
I'm sorry. Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while. But it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I'm not a physician, but I could try and brew that concoction. It can't hurt to try. Do you know what it was brewed from?
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Rattay, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Greetings, Adela. How's he doing?
Still in a...
Well, what'll it be?
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything, otherwise we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this? You're testing my patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No? What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
I've had enough embarrassment for one lifetime. Can't we just let this one slide?
All right then, I'll turn a blind eye. Just this once. That's taken. This place is off limits to you. Halt!
You won't surrender?
You should have yielded. Now we'll display you're still standing.
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
I work here, genius.
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I have to find medicine for Captain Thomas. Otherwise he'll die and my friend will be executed.
Thomas? I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
I'm not stupid. You've no business here. You're snooping around in the surgeon's stuff and God knows what else. It could land you in trouble.
Oh, yeah? How?
Well, for instance, I could take something here. Don't forget, I might be slaving here today, but tomorrow they'll get fed up with me and they'll probably kick me out by morning. And you'll still be here. So it'll be on you. For sure someone saw you coming here.
And you too, no?
Well, there's quite a big difference between you and me. The guards don't pay much attention to me, but you...
I get it. Sometimes it's an advantage.
And sometimes not. So, to the point.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
Gotcha, fella!
Greetings, Adela. How's he doing?
Still the same. In a fever.
Christ, what now? How? Oh! No, you don't. You still resisting?
Hey, you got here. Are you looking for something? What is that? It
The
sounds like
executioner
Don't
is sharpening his axe for you! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
fucking
You're
bastard!
done here, you crook! Show what you're made of!
I'll kill you!
Ha! Go fuck yourself!
Show your...
The exit.
Greetings, Adela. How's he doing?
I'm sorry.
That miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
Scrub you're after. You'll have to wait. I've been here for 8.
That's a...
Damn, or at least
I'll be going.
go. Where are you going? Don't even look at the stairs. Never mind sitting. If it's scrub you're after, you'll have to wait. I've been here for ages. And have to go on duty too.
You're not permitted to be here. Surrender at once!
Greetings, Adela. How's he doing?
scrub you're after, you'll have to wait. I've been here for ages. And have to go on duty too.
I suppose.
Or at least...
I'll be
Go. What? Oh.
Greetings, Adela. How's he doing?
Aren't you supposed to be helping out?
If it's scrub you're after, you'll...
I suppose.
Damn, or at least...
I can try and find something for you.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Not really. Besides, I'm quite hungry myself.
Go and look then. There's some baths down below. There might be something there. I'd go myself, but if someone saw me there, I'd be in trouble. Ever since... Well, never mind.
I'll figure it out somehow. I'll be going then.
Go. And if you meet the cook, send her here.
If anything goes missing...
Oi, boy.
Can't you see
I ain't.
I'm Henry.
It's.
Oh, I wouldn't...
Are you also?
Sure, and I'm sure...
I.
Thank...
You should... Now come.
Greetings.
What's the matter?
Because the lock on my... How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
But the blacksmith is just around the corner.
I know he is. Only he tells me to wait, that he's got more important things to do.
Seems to me he's just talking.
I wouldn't be surprised, the lazy wretch. But what can I do? I'm just a loudmouth cook, so I have to wait.
But how can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always takes this bit of wire and opens the chest for me. And then he promises to change the lock for 3 years now.
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
I know how to do it, but first I have to get tools for it.
All right, I'll wait here. Another while won't kill me.
Still no...
None.
Oh well.
Yo.
If they left at least...
Still
I wouldn't be here if I...
Oh, I must have got mixed up.
Well, go and get mixed up somewhere else, beggar.
I'll be going then.
Go.
The third toll. I better get moving. Fanka the cook sent me.
Jesus Christ, God protect us from all evil. What does that harpy want?
She's not able to open the spice chest.
Again? She's a bloody nuisance.
She told me you always open it with some implement. I'll gladly do it if you tell me where to find one.
Jesus, why do you even talk to that woman?
I'm supposed to help out around here.
What of it? I already let you into the forge anyway. There's this small red pot on a shelf there with some lockpicks in it. But I don't suppose you know how to use one.
As it happens, I do.
I'd rather not ask where you learned. Although you just got out of jail though, eh? Just don't get up to any funny business with them.
Sure.
And get back to work.
So I got what I needed, and we can get to it. Where's that chest?
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed...
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along. What a day. I burned the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good-for-nothing has been promising to fix it. But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook Fanka, who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy bones. Pfui!
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Fire in the main hall. It's as cold there as a dungeon. And that doesn't do me any good.
Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth.
And make sure there's a goose in sauce prepared. And that it's not too sweet like the last time. Ow! God! Starting up again.
Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen.
And don't forget to light the fire in the main hall. It's as cold there as a dungeon. And that doesn't do me any good. Oh.
How am I to make that gingerbread? I'll bet it was that ninny Dorker who took it. Why do I even bother?
Light the fire in the main hall. It's as cold there as a dungeon. And that doesn't do me any good. Oh.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
One vagabond isn't the same as another, sir. It can be hard to tell the difference between beggars and us students from Prague, but we have a bit of knowledge.
And what are you doing here? Prague is a long way off.
I'm here to gain experience. Our professors encouraged us to travel the world, but I ran out of coin.
Mm-hmm. And where?
Prague University, of course.
Oh.
Oh, I understand.
Well.
Anyway.
Yes. That.
With your permission.
What?
Don't worry. I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
So much dust.
Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavor.
Yes? What?
It's a little...
Master Chamberlain, I'm here...
All right. The professor spoke at length about...
I would expect so.
Well, that I should get more silk when there's a full moon.
Really? So you're taking it quite serious?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well...
I understand. I believe your stomach juices are out of balance, sir.
That's what the professor from Kolin said. But what to do about it?
Well, unfortunately, I can't change the causes of your condition, but I can help you with its symptoms. I think some herbal potion for the stomach would bring you relief.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
I don't have the required remedy, but I could brew it. Only, I don't have the apparatus for that. And also, I could use some medical literature.
Don't worry about that. Our surgeon is also often at a loss. I expect you'll find everything you need in his study. It's upstairs in the Crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind... Oh!
fourth bell.
You!
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I was sent here by the Chamberlain.
That slimy toad? If he doesn't watch out, his stomach will be the least of his worries.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
Because I could make plenty of trouble for you with the Chamberlain.
Uh-huh. And what would you tell him? That old deviant couldn't care less about anyone searching the surgeon's chambers. I wouldn't be the first or the last.
But he'd sure as hell care about how you talk about him. Deviant isn't a name that some lowly maid should be calling Lord von Burgov's right-hand man.
All right, all right. I get it.
Tell me what I need to know, and no one has to hear about it.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
I didn't boil that belladonna long enough, did I? The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time. I should have left that belladonna on the fire a bit longer. The 6th bell. Half the time is up.
Oh, the pain.
Careful.
You!
Who are you?
Me? Says
Well, forget.
you fine. God, why?
The fourth bell.
doing here?
The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time.
My God, what now?
The 6th bell. Half the time is up. Must have overboiled it. The 7th bell.
Help me! Someone's robbed me! I don't know who, but you have to do something!
I'll bear it in mind. But I'm not going anywhere with you. What would I be looking for there anyway?
Maybe I should have distilled it too. It's the 8th bell. I need to hurry. Should I have ground something?
If it's scrub you're after, you'll have to...
What was that?
Killing me again. God bless. What would you like?
Sir, about those health problems of yours.
Yes?
I've got something for you that could bring you relief.
About time. This? It looks suspicious. Are you sure it'll help?
Definitely. It will balance your humours, sir. Drink it for a month at least, in small doses, morning and evening.
All right. Thanks, then.
And now you ought to go and lie down, sir.
Lie down? Me? Ha! Without me, this place would grind to a standstill.
Sir, medicine isn't enough. You also need rest. Otherwise my potion won't have much effect.
Oh, all right then. I'll try it.
And another thing. I don't want to bother you, sir, but I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
I've always wanted to take a look at your chapel. I'm a great admirer of the master who painted the altar there.
Oh, go where you want. I'll inform the guards.
Thank you.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
It will have to be diluted. His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug. The worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
Stop! You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Rattay.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I am a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
Open the gates!
My lord.
What the hell is going on?
It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Rattay, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, You tell me what happened here in Herrgott's Namen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Your Chamberlain's welcome was appropriate enough, considering our appearance, the situation in your domain, and your orders, sir.
Ah. I appreciate your diplomacy, young man. Master Chamberlain Ulrich can sometimes be more hasty and passionate than is healthy. And we are glad you hold no grudge against him. Are we not, Ulrich?
I regret what happened, gentlemen. Please accept my humblest apologies.
Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Ratai showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy.
But we can all point the finger. Your League of Lords, on the other hand, abducted the king. Although I don't doubt your reasons, just as Sir Hanush did.
We certainly had. The main one being that your Wenzel is an irresponsible drunkard and idler who is hurting the Empire by his inactivity. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
Well, betray is a strong word. We came to you, Sir Otto, because you're the leading voice of the League of Lords. I expect there are also lords among your ranks who are considering how to find a way out of this sticky situation. And for the Kingdom of Bohemia, it would certainly be better if our paths were to join, rather than parting.
Your companion speaks like a diplomat, Sir Hans. However, the question is whether it's possible to join fire with water and end up with anything but nasty smoke. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy, so we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The omen there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his magnanimous help and support.
Thank you, Ulrich. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. He has a few good men who will be useful. That will do us. If he delivers, I will regard his obligation as fulfilled.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Ulrich here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount, and therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish. Gentlemen, follow me. So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You are going to...